News flash douchebags, Need for Speed Payback gameplay news, specifically the storyline. Now, my issue with Need for Speed 2015 was after completing my first playthrough of the game, I felt we had to rely heavily on the free DLC to keep the game entertaining. And when that stopped after just 6 months, I pretty much lost interest. Now, here's the thing, as you guys are well aware, most noticeably from my attack on Gran Turismo Sport, I value a single player offline mode equally as much as I do a PvP multiplayer. I also have a fondness for value for money by way of replayability. And friends, let me tell you this, Need for Speed Payback may well have hit the nail on the head with this one. As always, allow me to explain. So by now you guys have all got a brief understanding of what the storyline is about, in the form of you trying to take down an underworld organisation called the House. Now essentially they control the casinos, the cops and street races. It's down to you to prove the House doesn't always win, forgive the pun. Now the House rig races and send all sorts of obstacles to come out and take you out, such as cops who they have in their pockets, as well as enforcers and rhinos. Now the main weapon of choice will be a weapon called the kill switch, which targets your ECU and immobilizes you. Now a perfect example of one of these in action is actually seen in Fast and Furious 2, or Too Fast and Too Furious as it's actually called, it doesn't matter. Now listen, when Brian, played by the late Paul Walker, may he rest in peace, was involved in a high-speed chase with Ramon, trying to get away from the cops. If you remember, he was driving a modified version of the Mitsubishi Evo, and his car was hit by a weapon shot by the police, which sent bolts of electrical current through the chassis and targeted the Evo's ECU system, thus causing it to lose top end speed dramatically, and was only returned to normal when he climbed halfway out of the car to physically pull it out of the bodywork. Now the difference in Payback is you obviously need to keep smashing into your chasers to shake the cops off, rather than hanging your body halfway out of the passenger window. Also, the story mode is fully offline with none of those full motion video cutscenes we saw previously, making it a more immersive experience. But here's the thing, according to Need for Speed Payback creative director Will Ho, you have to make choices, meaning person A will play the game differently to person B, who in turn will tackle it differently to person C. Will you go racer mode or offline mode? Which class will you use? And will you go on to master that style of play before attempting it again with a different car class? Now the thing is, you are not limited to sticking with one car class from start to finish, thankfully. You can switch between types throughout the story, but the key thing here is that it's you who dictates the class you jump into, meaning theoretically, and theoretically is an important word here, but theoretically, if I'm taking that information on face value, it should mean we can go back and play the game numerous times in different ways. Something I asked for last year as one of my big proposals to improve this game. Listen, if I was a games developer and I spent 2 whole years working on a game, I will be pretty embarrassed if players were able to beat my storyline in under 2 weeks, and in some cases 24 hours. The way to get around this is by creating a non-linear story, forcing the player to make decisions which completely change the course of events, thus creating multiple outcomes and various endgames, which in turn gives players reasons to go back and replay the game, making that £50 or dollars they paid money well spent. Freedom of choice, replayability, value for money. Thank you very much to the guys over at Ghost Games. My team have already arranged a case of beer to be sent over to your offices. Now, similar to GTA 5, you will be playing 3 different protagonists, switching between them, but at this stage I'm unsure whether or not you are able to do this at free will, or if the switching is dictated by the situation within the storyline you are in. I guess that's one of the small nuggets of information we will find out once we get the final version in our hands in November. Now that just about wraps things up for this video, folks. This was shorter than normal, but I really wanted to focus strictly on the storyline and once again just bring a little bit more of the information that's been put out to life, because I feel that this is one element that, while it's been spoken about, I don't think the true benefits of how they've actually put it together has been brought to life. So I hope that gives you guys a little bit more information about what to expect for the forthcoming game itself. Don't forget to check out all the other information based videos I've got up on the channel relating to all the other racing games that are coming out. If it's your first time around here, I wish you a BOURNE welcome. Please hit the like button if you're enjoying all of these news drops that are coming out. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn your notifications on so that you know when I post my next video. And don't forget to check out the AutoBOURNE magazine, more details of that at the end. In the meantime, I will see you when the next video comes out. Take it easy. Peace. Do you like car reviews? Do you check out power tests? Are you a fan of head-to-head showdowns? How about having them all tied together in one convenient place? Welcome to the AutoBOURNE magazine, your one-stop shop for all of the above, presented on a weekly basis with quality content, clean-cut commentary and cars to suit everyone's pocket. What happened when a 370Z went up against the original 240? Was the American muscle car misunderstood by the British? Should you buy the brilliantly stupid John Cooper Works Mini? All questions and more will be answered as part of the AutoBOURNE magazine. Check it out now.